Hey there folks, and welcome to the Grand Triple 7 Weeklies of April Week 3. In other words, April 18th to April 24th. Starting with the FF Challenge 450 at Tokyo Expressway Central counterclockwise. $45,000. Pretty good for FF standards. And what I'm driving is a Civic Type R FK something, I can't remember what, but basically the one in between before the most recent one, but 2015 Civic, either way. Basically the Celipod, or whatever you call that kind of shape, basically it's like a sedan and a hatchback at the same time. What can I say? Kind of call it at the end of it. Not only that, this was also the time where Honda started to making Civic more sportier too on top of it. Yeah, driving this because I thought, I haven't drove this for like a long time. I might as well. Only problem about this car, it's kind of ugly. That's my only downfall about this car. To me, it's just kind of ugly. Can't seem to stand by the shape of it for some reason. I'm not sure why, just something about it just doesn't hit me. But yeah, this was just like Honda's attempt to not only to make the Civic sporty, but also kind of hybrid the whole sedan and hatchback, so they don't have to make a sedan anymore. So they just make a car like this at the end of the day, which kind of works, but kind of don't, because as I mentioned, it's kind of ugly to me. But yeah, I have a 550, so I'm just gonna blow through the competition on this one. I've already done this event before with the CX-30, so I don't have to do it again. The only difference is I notice it's cloudy today. That's the only thing I know is a difference. It's cloudy. Yeah, just driving this to victory though. Not even gonna F around this time. Again, I might as well not anyway, because the whole video is gonna be 54 minutes this time around. So thank God I didn't. But yeah, because the biggest reason I can go say that final race is gonna take a good margin. Otherwise, got some fun races like this one and one race up next too, luckily. For FFs here, we got the CX-30 because this was the new FF challenge, which to be honest, good because there's a lot of payout for this one. 45 grand just for like 3 laps going around like less than 6 minutes, pretty good. We got Tegra Type R's. Arg. So these are different years too. Like one's a 95, the other one's a 98, I believe. And then you got the CHRS. This CVT car. And then you got the Civic. This was Sport. You got the Civic SIRT Egg. Yeah, another Eep. But yeah, there's 2 Eeps I recall too, so that's why we're seeing 2 of them. If I recall. Just trying to show as much as I can around the car, so if you know at the end of the day, these are the standard cars. Except for that one. That one's the only one that's different. The Egg is the only one that's different out of the pack. And you got the F Civic. Civic SI Extra, yeah. And you got the Civic Type R FK here. Which, again, not a bad car, but I gotta say, this is where for FFs is kind of not great at the end of the day. It all goes down here from there. Because you really don't need a high power FF at the end of the day. You just need like something around 200 and call it good. Or this is like 305 horsepower for the Type R version. Kind of a bit too crazy at that point. I mean, unless you have a hybrid system, then again that powers the back wheels, then I could see like good potential out of that. But otherwise, I really just don't at the end of it. Because I'm not gonna say FS are bad, just FS just have a point. But Because they're just never that really great at racing to begin with, because yeah, drive straight, and then you also have to turn with that said front tires. So by endurance, not great. Unless you find ways to lower the burn usage of the tires, which I have discovered a bit more on that. The whole negative camber thing. Here's a special event for the Peugeot 205 GTI at Eiger Nordland. So bring it back again. Except this time I'm playing a bit more fair this time around. I'm doing the 450 with comfort mediums, which, boy, I saw sparks there. But yeah, I decided to add more livery to it. Made it a bit more 80s rad, because it was a late 80s car. So I gave it some, I guess, soda fountain fizzle decal you might know of. And then I also decided, I was like, you know, this is also late 80s. You know what also was around the late 80s? Sega Genesis. So let's just slap Sega Genesis. And also a little bonus out of a little Pudio too, because I like Pudio as a character for Neptunia. No reason. No reason at all. It's not because of the Super 4, no! Anyways, I drive around these other Peugeots. And I style enough. Except for like the final four here. I noticed it's a color pack up here. Fair enough. Besides the one with the custom rims here, the white one, that's all. Yeah, because I will say, as soon as I just got done doing recording for replay stuff, I already jumped straight to voicing like right here, right now. Yep, this is just Eiger Nordland for 60 grand too, not bad. Not bad at all. So all you have to do is like full tune a Peugeot and just go ham for grinding, there you go. Because I will say, some of these events are pretty good for grinding purposes. Some of these are not, in some cases. It really depends. But yeah, for this one though, I would say go to ham if you really want to. If you want to get some bucks. The only problem is you're just stuck using a Peugeot. But to most Europeans on that, they probably do not care. Because they love the Peugeot. You know you love it. That's all to say. Pass by the other two, because yeah, as you notice, there's a yellow one there, red one in second here, green one in front, and there's a blue one in the far back. So you got the 1, 2, 3, 4 players going on here. Our first player, what's red? Green's third. He's the third player. I think. Or no, maybe fourth player. Forget that, he might be fourth player. Yellow, I believe, is 3. And then blue is 2. Turns of Smash Bros on that. I believe. Yeah, just basically going around like a normal with my radical Peugeot. Yeah, I'm getting an ideal. I think the next thing to do, I was going to do Mega Drive colors too. Make it dark gray. Not too black, but dark gray kind of color. And give it the red and that I was thinking. I'm not sure yet. No, I'm not sure if that goes against the radical design stuff I did on top. So I'm thinking on that. Yeah, here we go. Showing other Peugeots though. We got a white one with the roll cage here. With the custom rims too. That's the one. And you got second player. The blue one, you got, and you got the yellow one. That's third player. And then you got the red one. And you got the green one. Yeah, this kind of funny. There's like a pack of color Peugeots. Oh yeah. I didn't realize that. I do love it though. It's like, I believe it's like France, UK, Italy, and France again. I think the white one I was driving, the white one was Germany, I believe? Yep, from Germany. So yeah, it's kind of funny that the Peugeot also had the GTI name, which is the same case with the Golf GTI too, so I'm kind of curious how they got away with that. But the one thing that always strikes me there. But again, this is the best of Peugeot, basically, is this car here. And not really much else. Besides maybe the 2000s Peugeot, maybe. I can think of, because they went to ham on that one during Grand Tourism 2, I recall. Or no, not 2000s, 90s, so it's like 95s or so. I don't know how good those were at the end of it. But I just know I went from 205 to 206, and 306, I think. It was very weird. Okay. Yep, that's the special event at the end of the day. Just a nice sunset drive at Iger Norwin with the Peugeot. And now for the race of the turbo sports cars, which I decided to try something since this is kind of like a 600 pp event. It's like, you know what? Let's try the Ford GT 2017. So I had to detune this one because this one's normally like 500, 600 horsepower. It's detuned to like 490 horsepower. So a bit less, but reminder, it's a V6, so you know. You know, I sometimes wonder why people talk crap about V6 if they hit that high margin. They really hit that high margin and they're very healthy. I just don't understand that. Compared to a V12, V10, the maintenance on those are a pain in the ass compared to V6. Right, V6 is even more healthier than a V8 by balance spectrum. It's weird. It's just the only thing a V6 doesn't really have is a great sound, because it's really hard to get a great sound out of these. But yeah, it is interesting. The more I look at the newer Ford GT, it's like, wow, they only went from a, I believe a V8 it was, to a V6 now, nowadays. The more I look at it, because yeah, this is like, technically the first case I tried the new Ford GT, because I don't think it was in sport back then. Also, or if it was like a late update. Because yeah, Ford GT was exclusive to Forza, so you know. You know, exclusivity cars. That's like the Mercedes AMG 1 still exclusive to Forza for right now, and gonna be since they re-released for the PlayStation 5. No doubt. But that is a cover car for Horizon 5. So you doubt about getting that game, but I have one problem about that, is that you gotta have a Microsoft account. You know, I love it that people get shit on Sony for trying to make PC users forced to use a PSN account for that. But oh no, Microsoft's okay. It doesn't make any sense. That's all I'm gonna say about that, but yeah. Dang it, I guess I should mention why I did Sega Genesis on the Peugeot too, because screw you, Nintendo. Because fun fact, I was gonna do a Nintendo Entertainment System logo on the car. I couldn't find one, well I found instead Sega Genesis. Nintendo dope. Nintendo. There we go. We get the Z Performance, which is very different in terms of design. And you get the M2 Campus Zone. This is the one that replaces M3. That's fine. And you got Super Z. But yeah, that's the same Super from the 600 competition, so more of a reason why you could just bring a 600. If you see that car, and that one too, which is WRX STO. You got the Garage RCR Civic. Probably the only event where you could take this car to, because it's a professional tuning car. Because I will say, the specialty about this event isn't just turbo users, that's for specialty users. You got the GTR 2017. Also, you're hearing purr and have a big town. But, I got Lancer Evo, got one of the Sierra Brothers. I think the other one replaced itself and became the MC20. So, it's either that or you became the Mercedes AMG there. Because I know there's a special Mercedes AMG going on there. Yeah, you fast, because you can kind of move every now and then. So I think what he's about to do here. Oh yeah, he's fasting. Faster than that Yaris, maybe. Although that Yaris is pretty fast too. Or he's just chilling, I'm not sure. It's really weird. And then there's that Super RC from the 600 too. So yeah, there's a couple opponents from the 600. The LTC. Yeah, then you get some special ones like the Z points there. Yeah, I don't normally see that one. You get the Garage RCRC again. Oh yeah, and it's kind of funny. You got the Garage RCR Civic, and then you got the newer Civic, the more recent one, where they went back to the sedan design after the Cephalopod or whatever the heck it's called. For shape. Yeah, basically just trying to get up there, basically. Trying to play it fair this time around. But Jesus. Yeah, just looking at all the competition stuff. Like so far the MC20 would be a threat if he wasn't all the way back there. The real threat really is the Mercedes, somewhat. I know he's gonna be moved sometime soon. And then technically the Nissan GTR here is a bit of a ground. I don't know if that's the same GTR from the WTC though. I don't think it is. But if so, wow, it's just kind of weird because they changed guys for that. In that case. This doesn't make any sense. It's driving the Ford GT to victory doesn't work. But yeah, I'm not surprised this thing's that quick. They're in 205. Pretty quick. And I didn't add all the weight in it, I just kept it as it is. Because strangely for a supercar, it weighs 3,000 pounds by the way. For something so exclusive, it still weighs pretty heavy. Initially. That's the weird thing I don't get. It's like Ford really went exclusive on this whole car, but yet it really doesn't feel that exclusive when it feels like you just turn around and make this at the end of it. You wanna know it's F'd up, basically. So I heard a lot of stories when it comes to the Ford GT. Like okay ones and a lot of bad ones. So I think a bunch of superstars got ripped. Or gypped, as you say. Get the interior capacity zone. And I can think of one story for the Ford GT. Is the John Cena story. Very much on that one. Where he basically got a special edition, but he turned around and tried to sell it. So sad. The GR Corolla. Yeah, GR Supra, which, yeah, surprisingly. Oh, that's on Sports Hards. That's usually on Sports Soft. Usually. Yeah, because I think if there's one that's on a different set of tires, it's the RCR. If he was on mediums. It has to stay competitive somehow, even though the regular Hondas are just kicking the crap out of you. That tells you how far you pushed the car, and it didn't really mean much. Because it's either outdated or outclassed by the ECU or something. That much. Or just by buy side, it's not that good enough anymore. I hate to really say that, but that's just how it is. I guess to the point. Let's cross the bridge here. Wait. Yep. Someone pulled a fast time there. That was Mercedes. Yep, I knew that Mercedes was in there. Like I said, he was chilling. Man, he's really pushing it in this. Oh, he's about to pass the garage RCR Civic pretty soon here, I think. Yeah, it's always a fun case when you deal with a opponent who's sleeping for now until they just wake up and start pushing down the throttle. Oh, it turns out they're that faster. Yeah, where is he? Okay, there he is. Yeah, he got that close, Jesus. He's trying. Oh, I guess the RCR Civic did pass at some point. Okay, they go back. As always. Sometimes I'm wrong. When it comes to that. Here we go in the street of me. Do I get a faster time than he does? Let's see. 3 to 4.5. Yeah, we claim that record. Y'all come on in. Ow. And then he took it back at 202.813. That crud. Nissan GTR Cup time at the Blue Moon Bay Speedway Infield A reverse. God, it's a mouthful. I am driving the 400R, which is a very, very famous Skyline, I must say. Or Skyline, I should say. 1995. The 400R is a very special Skyline because it's not just a tuned Skyline done by Nismo. This is a motor that was taken from the R33 Skyline and changed, like overhauled big time. As in, it is a whole new motor of its own thing. Like, this thing is fast for a motor. Compared to the regular R33 Skyline, which is already quick enough, this is like punch to 11 kind of scenario. So yeah, instead of the RB20, yeah, I guess it's RB26. But yeah, but basically they increased the bore where it's even more crazy than normally it ever should be. By a good amount, from what I heard. From what I read, I should say. Yeah, it's definitely not a normal Skyline motor. It's definitely a lot different than usual. But this is one of the first. This is one of the first cases I heard a tuner actually completely changing the motor just to get it to do 400 horsepower. Yeah, you can just definitely tell by the speed just there alone, though. But yeah, doing it as a 600 pp car, by the way. So, in case you want to know, you can do this in 600 as well. Being a bunch of R35s. When I say R35s, not one of the new ones either. It's just most of the 2017 ones. It's odd. That's very odd. But basically at most, I would say they're mostly like stock kind of base. They're really definitely not much faster than I am. And this event feels like it should have been pushed back from the turbo one, because the turbo one should have been the fourth one, because this is like piss easy, I gotta say. It's that easy, and considering a minute 21 per lap. My god. Also, I forgot the R34 nerd comes in that color. I forgot about that. Weird off green color going there. Yeah, oh no, I take it back, like 118. Okay, it's coming quicker than that. I think I was holding back just a bit though. But then again, I do recall that's when Nissan started experimenting with other colors, because I do recall most R35s have like a dark green color going on too in the figure. Armored green, usually. Because that color does work in some cars, it does not all of them. Yeah, because like, what's a very situational color you can think of when it comes to cars sometimes, because that could be the case really. There, I know like the R33's case, midnight blue. And especially the R34's case of the special midnight blue. In terms of jokes. But yeah, in terms of the 400R special cars, you got the blue one here, or you can have the red or yellow one as you've seen earlier with the yellow one. There's also a red one too. And then there's, you can get a midnight purple with the silver too, which I did grab that one too. So, oh, I was so getting that, for sure. The fact that it even comes in that is surprising. Yeah, and then the car called R32's case, it goes into a nice red color for its special color, except for the Nismo one. The Nismo one is always blackish steel gray, because that's where the steel gray came from. Yeah, it's kind of funny, like every color that a GTR has gotten thus far is mostly colors from the other ones. Like that red came from the R32, that purple came from the R33 at first, the Bayside blue came from the R34, or in other words, One Gun Blue, if you know the true name. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Although I will say the red and green has been changed drastically, because as you can see on the red in the GTR, that's a different red. It's a basic red. You got a gun steel gray color going on here. This one. Yeah, it is interesting. Don't get on that. And he just straight up just got a white one, which no. That does not work at all. Unless your name is Gran Turismo, because apparently that you want that as your main color. I don't know why. I really don't know why. I'd rather be fruitful than having a basic as heck. And then you got yellow, and then you got another white one with the brick. And it smell passing. And this the Group A one must be that good, I'm guessing, but warrants a little bit. I can't recall what's very different about the Nismo to the B-Spec besides being faster there. But he might also have it modified. And then you just have the black one back there. Now, when it comes to a Skyline or GTR, I'm going to keep the colors very fruitful. Black or white is not really that great. Unless for that black one, you get the very special rainbow color one they did for Gran Turismo 6. I can't recall. I think it was more for a race car though. Let's recall a really crazy rainbow color one for black. And then you get World Touring Car 800, which prepare for a long slog on this one, that Nürburgring Endurance. I am driving the TSO 30 Hybrid, basically the successor to the GT1. Not many people realize about that. And also, technically one of the first cars using the hybrid system, in a way. I think the other one's 11, I believe. That uses hybrid technology. The only one that don't was the Peugeot 908. But the TSO 30 Hybrid what's to really say about this one? Besides being, you know, the successor to GT1, which is kind of weird to say that because you're comparing a GT1 car to an LP, but it really kind of is though. As Toyota moved out of racing league for a good while and then came back with this, and the name on the car too is also a similar name to the GT1 by model name. Because the TSL3, oh, if I recall, the GT1 has a similar name like that. Because this says GT1 has two names. But yeah. So yeah, this is the Toyota's attempt to do a hybrid system in the car, and it kind of works. It's just the problem is it's not really fast on straights. It just has all that acceleration though. So that's the good part. And for this track, probably technically good for the first 3/4 portion of the track, because most of the 3/4 portion of the Nürburgring is turns. lots and lots of turns, and so I'm just gonna say it's like almost 8 minutes per lap. For this, I will say. Luckily, the good part, don't have to refuel whatsoever, so that's the good part about this. So yeah. I kind of debating voice record this because I know it's gonna take a while doing this, but I might as well just in case. Yeah, just pass by all the Group 3 race cars. Because yeah, you could just detune a pan car to 800 if you really want to. It's just you need to slap. Well, for this case, I did a manual transmission, but you could do a ballast of 190 on it too. The problem is it's a hybrid system, so I don't know if the ballast would be a great idea. I just did the manual transmission instead because that would be better. Because hybrid system's all about the acceleration. If you weigh it down, it's not good. You lose acceleration. Okay, I'm just watching this car just sweep through the others though, like no problem. And the best part is, some of these cars are basically going to be doing one lap and then pit, one lap and pit. I guess that's the funny part. But yeah, if you really want to, you could basically down tune a LMP car to 800, which is kind of funny because that basically brings it down to the grade 2s where the GT1 sits too. So you can have a GT1 versus a TSL30. This is proof of which is better. Which, if I had to vote from the vagueness so far, probably the GT1, because at least that goes up to 200 miles per hour. This does not. But I could say this could also be a victor too because of acceleration reasons. Because like I said, the great part about hybrid LMPs is their acceleration factor, not their speed factor. Their acceleration factor is like 2 times faster than a grade 2 from 0 to 60s. Kind of stop presses. So then not only that, you know, LMP, that I wouldn't be surprised if the LMP cars are way healthier in terms of durability and stuff, or fuel cost, because this could almost do 4 laps, just to say, just by the fuel setting alone it's set to. That's the funny part. And yeah, I will say the hybrid system is a boost system too. So every time I brake, I get a good portion back, and then I just reuse it until I hit a certain speed, and then it shuts off. But yeah, I will say it doesn't go on all the way. It goes to a point. That's the interesting part about this hybrid system. But technically that might be okay, because I don't know if it's broken or not, but it does feel like it though. Because I do kind of consider hybrid technology a makeshift turbo at the end of the day. So there's a benefit of having a hybrid system. It's not only improved traction, but it feels like a turbo from 0 to 60 kind of shenanigans, basically. And a great replacement for those that, you know, you want to keep it NA, but you also want a boost function of turbos because turbos have gotten that good. Maybe that might be the way to do it. Give it a hybrid technology. Is it gonna weigh the car down? Yeah, but not as bad as you might think. So, I mean, this hybrid here does weigh like 2,000 pounds. So it's still not that great, but it's somewhat okay-ish at least. It's not crazy. It's not like a electric car where it goes like 3,000 pounds for a paint car. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. Nah, it's pretty good for where it sits and stuff. It's around 2019 pounds in this case, because I did put a little bit of pounds in it, additional pounds to it. So I think normally it weighs like 1,900, I think. So it's even less. So. And then we got the RX Vision GT3 this time around. Yeah, it's either that car or it's a Tenza. And then you got the prototype Supra once again. And then M6 GT3 Sprint. GR Nismo. Got M6 GT3 Sprint. Or wait, no, I said that. Endurance one on that. And then the two WRXs, which believe it or not, there's a difference going on between the two WRXs. I'm gonna guess most likely the Tune Pacifics, because as you notice, these tires are burning into other guys. And then the other one on that. So it's very interesting. We got the GR Supra, which not surprised. It's all about that endurance, not much speed. But the Viper and Mercedes exactly is, which is gonna be their downfall because they're already pitting the bad guys. Nice knowing you. Anyways. Yeah, 742, which is pretty quick. Just the problem is, 3 laps of this, 200,000 gold. It's really not worth it, you know, though. I must say. No such. So yeah, basically just 2 laps running around this, basically. Yeah, I don't blame him if anyone just, you know, at this point just skip, because I don't blame you. This is really not worth. I almost fell asleep, matter of fact, just recording this. It's like, oh my god, so boring. Sadly. Maybe it's because I broke the competition, but hey, it's not my fault when they do an 800 PP competition. Because they haven't did any of the grade 3s or any of the grade 4 events. I'm kind of surprised because those balance you out. This is weird. And it also forces you to drive a grade 3. So this doesn't make any sense. Heck, I'm just waiting for one of these days you do like 800 WTC and they ran some terms around, takes your ideal and puts grade 2s and paint cars in an 800 race. That would be super interesting. But no, they're not. They wouldn't go that far one time. If they actually did, I'd be surprised. The only time when they kind of did do that though, is the Neo Classic, because the Neo Classic has paint cars. The Group C paint cars. 3787B or the Mercedes Sauber. Just look at competition. Look at this very dull Ferrari because I just love it. It's like they can't even vinyl the Ferrari because Ferrari's that freaking strict on their race cars. It's like, no, you can't do that. You just can't do that. It's like, oh my god, man. It's like, why do you suck up to these guys? You could do like way better automotives than these crowds. I'm sorry, they had to say the P word, but I really want to say the P word to them. Because they really are. to be that kind of controversy, but you know. Because that's what hits me the most when it comes to whenever thinking Ferrari, it's like, oh, they have gorgeous cars and stuff, but they have terrible reliability. Their company is very strict and very pure on their things. There, I said the P word. And they only believe in their actions. If you dare try to customize a Ferrari, they will look at you stupidly. Which is really weird considering they're allowing Gran Turismo just to do that. But I think I do recall in sport, I think there was like certain cars that were strict because they just wouldn't allow it. Man, nothing that. It's kind of impressive though, Super WRX in Grade 3. Which is interesting too, because I mixed in Impreza FR too for this case. I believe Lancer also has a Grade 3 too. Just for some reason they don't pick that one. I'll fix that next time. Or maybe not. I can't. I'm pretty sure they have a Grade 3. I just, for some reason, they just don't pick that one. I believe they do. Yeah, then we get the GTR Nismo, which is the newer one too. Without the movie decal, because that one looks pretty good, because I like the color on that. That red does kind of pull an evolution, even though it's kind of basically the same as the blue one. It's just that red's nice. Because it's based on $1.32 red, kind of. You get the R8 LMS Evo 2018. But yeah, eventually did get the newer R8, finally. The one that the Evo was based off of. You get the Super Protect car. But I guess by feel that one doesn't do great as the regular one. But I do know she's the fastest in terms of top speed here, that would be the RX Vision. I know she gives 180 on straights if he's given a chance. Yeah, that's the one that surprised me the most there. And he just got the Alfa Romeo 4C just sitting on back. Don't mind him. Yeah, and that's basically just haul boat to TSO 30 at the end of it. I don't know if this one won races or not. I think the 2015 did, which is a TSO 50. And then eventually the Grotto, which is the 2021 one, the GR racing one. Because I believe at first it was TRD for these first two, and then GR afterwards. This is a cool part for once on the steering wheel, for its steering wheel, it has a freaking speed indicator because you have to see how fast you're going. Which no Group C, I don't think, even records those speeds. And then some LMPs don't have a speed checker at all. This does. Surprisingly. Heck, I don't think even the GT1 has a speed checker. There's, yeah, kilometers. So it's shocking, and then also it's digital too, by the way. Talk about advance there. It's very impressive. Most speedometers don't go digital. Yeah, 176 on the trailers here, which is not bad, it's not crazy though. I do kind of wonder if I should try the weight method, but I don't think it'll work very much. Yeah, best I saw 180 there, which is not very fast at all. I even got the, I will say, I even got the spoiler. I will say, if you're curious about the setup, I basically took the transmission to manual. I add a little bit of weight to hit 219 there, and then lowered the speed enough where it hit that number as well. And then for the spoiler setup, I just put the front all the way in the front, and then all the way to the left, while I put the back all the way to the right, because that's the speed setup. Because when it comes to modern pan cars, they already got so much turning enough at this, so you don't really need that whole lot. Which is weird to say modern when that's a 2012 pan car, but yet all other pan cars still kind of live up to that, should I say. Although I say loosely, because nowadays we do have like pan cars like Cadillac or Ferrari pan cars too. Which is cool to see that, because that tells you how good the LMP sport is nowadays. How far advanced it's came. When there's this many competitors. Which is a great sign. Because I do consider LMPs way safer than open wheel cars anyways. In the sport I drive my attention to is this one the most. Because it is kind of important. It's the closest thing you can get for a car where open wheel is just completely different. The only thing I would say what's bad about LMP is I don't think any of the engines would be able to be used outside, but who knows. And then if we go even modern, we might get actual cars that actually become LMPs, like the Hyundai, or not Hyundai, Genesis GT car, for example, became a LMP race car, which is shocking because I thought that would be a grade 2 racer. No, it's a grade 1. Does it need to be a grade 2 instead? Yeah, I would say, because it's kind of slow, but yeah. It's just interesting at the end of the day they made that a grade 1 car. Like, oh. And again, that's also like another car too, that's also a grade 1 car, which is the Bugatti Chiron GT2. Or was just Bugatti GT2. But yeah, it's just kind of crazy at the end of the day. Got you now to do a lot of turns and stuff here. We're on the final lap, finally. That's good for it. We're trying to blab, trying to figure out what to say. So, yeah, it's just interesting when it comes to some things. Yeah, like I said, this could basically almost do 4 laps, which is a little bit off. And I wouldn't suggest 4 laps anyways, because by then the tires are really burnt out, as shown, because it's already half already. But I still gotta say, for going around Nürburgring 3 times, that's freaking impressive. And not having to change out tires whatsoever. But then again, weighing 2,000 pounds, where most grade 3s here weigh like 3,000 pounds, that's a big difference. If anything, they should be faster than me, but they're not. Yeah, it's just crazy on that. You get the Subaru WRX, he's doing around a bit. This is kind of funny, like they're both still next to each other. Also, I just realized one of them's wearing race mediums. Okay. Is that one wearing race mediums in that case? But after check-in, yeah, that other WRX was wearing racing hards. Oh, okay, that's just kind of weird. That one's the racing mediums, but the other one's still on hards. Very odd. That's such. Alright, LMS Evo, the RCF. But yeah, so far in terms of positions, they kind of just stay in the same spots. Except for the GR Super Prototype, he's been getting screwed over. He's down at the bottom now. Which is weird. And the 4C, he just daily driving. Come on him. That thing goes. Got 7:38 on laps, so see if we can do quicker than that. So we're hitting the final approach here. Yeah, it's funny. I went from the 4th seat and it came back to me. It's like we are literally like on one end to the other of that far distance. That's how fast I'm basically just moving. So they by damn basically like 3-minute gap from the second opponent, the second place opponent with this car. That just shows you how crazy. I almost think if you want to protest, you can just have a lesser group. But they probably do, actually. Don't be surprised. Just built in mind for this case scenario. So bringing back GT1, you basically have lesser tuned LMPs for that situation. Heck, maybe make them production based, you know. So in the Porsche's Mission X, like I recall, you know, the problem about that thing was it was full electric, so it was Porsche's attempt to actually make a hypercar, or an LP a hypercar, because it has the LMP kind of body going on there. It's just fully electric, which, no. Gas, please. Like the other good attempt they did was when they made the modern 917K. That was when they did a good job. Making a modern production one. Got down to the straightaway victory. Holy crap, I was able to talk through that, because like I said, I was going to drop talking at some point, but it's like, nah, let's just keep talking. Pretty sure I have some things. But here's the rewards for this, which, yeah, the 2 tickets there, they're not the weeklies at all. They're just driving marathon ones. Oh my god, I get a gold bar though for 100K. Oh my god. I mean, I technically do need the money, but it's, yeah, but. Oh my god, what do I get with this one? Holy Jesus, it's an engine for the BRZ drift car. That's not even a BRZ motor. It's a Chevy motor. It's just modified, made in mind for the drift car. And then we just got money rewards. This is the actual rewards you get. It's just money. So, bummer. But that basically wraps up for this weekly. So, I thank you for watching at this point, and see you later.